Am I really that much to handle? Breaking these niggas down like a camel. You don't really to throw you up.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Brittany. I'm back with another video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, all that, y'all. We are here with part 3 of the Baddies Midwest reunion. So let's just get into it. So the reunion starts with Ivory versus Dolly, and y'all, no lie, it looked like Ivory had Dolly on her knees and Dolly was getting tore. Okay, like it looked like Ivory was getting her. But the only thing that pissed me off about that is Jaden trying to get into it, and it's like, y'all, no lie, Jaden is so irrelevant. Like, even her trying to jump into the fight irritated me, because it's just like, girl, what are you doing? What are you doing? Sit down. Ivory doesn't need your help. However, in the midst of that, we see Scotty trying to call Big Lex out for a fade, but it seemed like Big Lex wasn't really trying to fight Scotty for some reason, and I was shocked by that, because it seemed like this whole reunion she's been trying to get Scotty, and when Scotty called her out for the fade, she didn't do anything, and that was literally the perfect time to do it. You had Ivory and all them going over there, and it's like, you and Scotty could have had y'all's little moment and ducked off on the side. You could have just beat her ass right there. You know, security would have came quick anyway, so it's like, Big Lex, you should have just got in there with the girl. Then Lex and Ivory dropped their beef, and it seemed like Lex is honestly not even worried about Ivory, and it seemed like they were kind of cool in the house after their whole beef happened. So them even fighting at the reunion was kind of like, oh, okay, I guess this beef is happening again. But it seemed like, yeah, Lex is over that, because she called Jayla back up, and y'all, no lie, it seemed like Jayla was kind of hesitant until Santana said, oh yeah, Jayla not scary, because at first she was just going back and forth. What are we fighting for? But when Santana said, oh yeah, Jayla not scary, she was just like, shit, you know, I guess I gotta get out there. But yeah, no lie, Big Lex beat Jayla like both rounds. Like, I get it, I like Jayla, y'all like Jayla, but like Santana said, I hate it when y'all eyes don't work. Like, I don't know, like, I ain't watch it in slow-mo, but I watched it in regular pace, fast-mo, and yeah, it looked like the punches was going bing, 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 bing towards Jayla's face, and the punches that were going towards Big Lex were low-key going towards the air. It was low-key non-existent. So it's like, I understand why Jayla wants to quit, because these girls are just gonna keep getting younger and younger trying to fight y'all OGs, and no lie, it looked like y'all can't keep up. However, Jayla did tell Lex she was gonna see her at the reunion. So while Jayla is shocked that Big Lex wants to fight her, I'm kind of confused on that, because you said you were gonna see her at the reunion, so you technically called her out for the future fade. However, Big Lex, the reason why she wants to fight Jayla is non-existent. It's like, yeah, their beef, their issue is weird. But Jayla, you did say on the last episode you was gonna see Lex at the reunion, but it seemed like Big Lex wanted to fight Jayla, even if Jayla didn't say that. So it's like, it seems like Lex's issue with Jayla is more so internal, because for her to be like, oh, y'all jumping in, but it's like, y'all came out trying to jump Scotty, so don't be mad if Anna and Jayla jump in from y'all trying to jump Scotty. So you jumped Scotty, her friends jumped in, so aren't we equal now? Why you want to fight everybody that jumped in the fight that you participated in the jumping in? Girl, just say you jealous of Jayla. Like, it's okay. However, though, I was in gag mode when Jayla had Big Lex and Jayla was screaming afterwards, and when Jayla was holding her nose afterwards, I was just like, yeah, like, it's too much going on. And then afterwards, Big Lex still in the back, I need that. Like, girl, like I'm like, but yeah, that was the last that Baddies Midwest, Zeus, etc. ever seen of Jayla. Jayla retired, she quit, etc. So it's like, Jayla, we gonna miss you, girl, but we glad that you leaving and moving on to bigger and better things. So it's like, yeah, girl, you had a good run, but bye-bye. Then Jazz and Summer start fighting in anyways, but during that fight, Ivory done kicked Summer to make her fall, and the only thing that pissed me off about that is that Jazz was supposed to have the upper hand when Ivory had, you know, did her thing to Summer, and she still didn't have the upper hand. So it's just like, no lie, as soon as your opponent that you fighting hit the the ground, that's when you supposed to like, yeah. So as far as Jazz and Summer's fight goes, like, I'm over it. Then y'all, no lie, Dolly done whooped Pretty P's ass so freaking terribly, like bad, great, however you want to say it. Like, Pretty P did not win that fight, and the issue is Pretty P, it's like she started off with her head up, but she's putting her head down, and when she's putting her head down, Dolly was just ping, 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 uppercutting it. And as Pretty P has her head down, she's not swinging and connecting to the person she needs to be connecting the hits to. So yeah, Dolly, what Santana say? Dolly toe both of them rounds. And it was just like, after the first round, I was kind of like, Pretty P, give it up. But after the second round, I was just like, Pretty P, baby, yeah, you kind of need to sit down, because Dolly gonna keep beating your ass. I will say though, instead of Santana trying to be messy and tell people who did or did not win the fight after every fight, he just needs to host instead of trying to narrate the fights. Like, yeah, I hear him a lot narrating the fights. Y'all getting me mad? She won, she tore. It's just like, babe, regardless of who won or who not won the fight, your job is to be the host, figure out what the issue is, why they're fighting, like because him talking about who won or who not won the fight, it's just putting way more animosity and tension in the air. These girls think they gotta fight again because somebody's saying that they lost, somebody's saying that they won, because after they said that Dolly tore, Pretty P came up and she had to defend herself, and it's just like, nah, baby, you did kind of lose, so, you know, sit down. Next, Nunu, Yoshi, and Emma come out, and y'all, Nunu's the only person that looked like she was going to the reunion. No lie, by this time, everybody had wigs off. Everybody had a separate outfit on. Everybody had the little zoo shirts on. It was like Nunu was the only person that looked like she was dressed for the occasion. But when the girls come out, I was crying at Janisha calling Scotty Scotland. She said, what's your issue with Scotland? Like, she gonna call that girl everything but Scotty, or Scotty with the body. Like, she don't know what she want to call that girl. But Scotty and Emma talk about their issue, and it seems like they're over it. Like I said, Emma should have never called Scotty boring without really knowing her, and yeah, she just messed up on her part by calling somebody else boring and being boring. And then she had the nerve to be like, oh, you know, I'm good on it. I don't care. But it's just like, well, like, girl, did you not know that was your whole storyline? Like, if you didn't care, you could at least change the direction of it. Like, girl, this is your storyline. Like, you know that, right? Santana and Janisha both tell the girls that they feel like the new girls brought the energy and the OGs were being too entitled. My opinion on that, though, I do feel like the OGs are very entitled. Anna even admitted that she feel like she doesn't have to do much because she is an OG. So yeah, the OGs are very entitled. They don't want to get to know the girls. They're staying in freaking hotels. They're riding private jets. And I feel like some of them, like, people that've been here longer, they should have perks. But it definitely seems like it's just OGs and new girls. That was like the whole storyline throughout the whole series. Not series, the season. However, some of the new girls did come in just having beef with the new girls. You have Big Lex. I don't like Jayla. You have Emma. I don't like Scotty. So if I was Scotty and Jayla, I wouldn't try to get to know these girls either. These girls already seen the show and decided that they don't like us. So why should we go our way to get to know them? But at the same time, it's like, we're still on the show. We're all still baddies. And I feel like everyone should have at least tried, you know, like, I feel like Emma and Big Lex, they didn't try. And it seemed like all the OGs, they didn't try either. So it's like, it's bad on both ends. But the new girls honestly carried this whole season. Like, no lie, if Anna, Biggie, Jayla, Scotty, if all of them weren't on this season, the season still would have been entertaining with just the new girls. In my opinion, it's like, they really did carry this whole season. It's like, but the OGs, shoot, the only reason why they had storylines is because of the new girls. If Emma didn't start with Scotty, then we would have had to wait till Hawaii to hear a storyline from Scotty, because her only other storyline besides this was the whole Natalie and Roly thing, if I'm not mistaken. Y'all know these seasons be so long. I be forgetting it. Y'all know I be spoken. So it's like, my memory not the best. And then with everybody else, it's like, yeah, the new girls, you know, they had beef with them. So that was low-key their storyline. So it's just like, no lie. Janisha and Santana, I see the point. I see the point. But bruh, I was crying when we cut to the trio backstage. And when I'm telling you, trio looks so defeated and tired, like they just been through war, is freaking insane. Like, I don't know where Jayla bought Big Lex at, but it didn't look like it was in one place, because she looked kind of effed up. And no lie, not like she lost the fight. So why Big Lex looks like she does, it's just like, damn girl, like like what happened? Summer, I understand why she looks the way she does. And then Dolly, yeah, she done got her ass beat by Taseki, Ivory. It's just like, no lie, trio, they looking kind of defeated. Everybody look busted, injured. We talked to Yoshi, but it's like, no lie, regardless of why Yoshi didn't or did not show out is irrelevant, because the girl only got 2 episodes. So it's like, yeah, bye. Biggie and Taseki come back out, and it's like the green outfit change on Taseki was tea. It was cute. I was living for it. But then Anna and Biggie try to talk out their issue, and it's like, what's confusing about this is Anna is saying, I'm auntie upset because Biggie watched her get jumped, even though I still feel like Anna didn't get jumped, but I'm just saying, auntie just upset because Biggie let me get jumped. I don't want Biggie to jump in, I just want her to try to break it up. And it's just like, girl, no lie, it seems like the issue is because the girl didn't jump in, because it's like her not breaking up the fight. Girl, it was so much shit, and I'm saying the word shit, excuse me, so much shit going on that stage. Biggie couldn't have known what, like, you was fighting Summer, then right 12 seconds after you fighting Summer, Big Lex big ass done jumped on you. And it's like, unless Biggie knew that, I mean, of course we knew who was going to fight. I'm pretty sure everybody knew that Big Lex and Summer was coming for your head, but I'm pretty sure Biggie did not know exactly at what moment, what time that was going on. And y'all's fights only lasted at least at max 10 seconds. And as y'all are fighting, it's like hella security going around y'all. I get it, Biggie sat there and watched, but it's just like, I'm confused on how much y'all want the girl to do. It's like, either you want her to fight or you don't want her to fight, because this whole she's not breaking it up, it's hard to break something up when there's so much going on. Shoot, by the time Biggie ran her ass over to Big Lex, you and Scotty and Jayla were already jumped in, and security was already breaking it up. And by the time Biggie would have walked her ass over there to fight, it would have been over. It would have been over. I get that Biggie could have showed more concern. She could have showed more concern, but as far as her physically getting in the middle of the fight, I low-key feel like it just wasn't gonna happen. It just wasn't gonna happen. Like, I'm sorry. I will say though, it seemed like everybody in the building is convinced that Anna got jumped. So I ain't see it, but apparently Anna got jumped and Biggie didn't jump in, or she didn't break it up. So it's like, I get it, your friend getting jumped and your other friends just sitting down watching it. So, but honestly, that's Anna and Biggie. Me personally, I just feel like it was really nothing else for the girl to do. But as Biggie is saying her piece about it, she has 3 people in the audience booing her, and she just talked about, it's 3 of y'all, it don't matter. As soon as she said that, everybody else in the audience is like, boo. So then, honestly, y'all, I'm hashtag let's fire Bobby Lights. Let's get rid of the live audience. Like, I feel like it's so distracting and annoying, because now we have everyone in the audience. You have one girl that's sitting here talking about she want to fight Biggie over a water bottle that she threw at her in Baddies Caribbean. And it's just like, girl, if you were so passionate about that water bottle and that thing, you, instead of waiting to the next season's reunion to do something, you could have been found Biggie, hit her up and be like, bitch, you threw a water bottle on me, I need that. Like, and then on top of that, why did you think that security and all that were gonna let some type of fan run up on stage and you actually have a fade with Biggie? Eyes confusion. Didn't you have somebody everybody else that's saying their piece about it, then she talking about you bad built, we hate you. I was like, whoa, audience wildin'. But somebody in the audience tried to make a good point comparing Biggie and Scotty. They said they see it's a double standard, because when Biggie doesn't fight, y'all say it's an issue, but when Scotty doesn't fight, it's not an issue. But it's just like, I feel like Scotty don't have no issue getting out. Biggie, she be trying to cop pleas and be scary and whatnot. The only time Scotty really copped the plea is with Big Lex, but it seemed like she tried to get out and Big Lex didn't want it. But I feel like Scotty isn't scary. Biggie, she's scary, and that's where the issue really comes in. It's like Scotty, she don't have no issue jumping in any fight with her friend, etc. But Biggie, she not gonna do it, and that's the difference. Anna walks out because she says she doesn't want to cry on camera. She's emotional about this whole Biggie thing and Biggie not breaking up the fight, and Roly tries to comfort her, but I was crying when she was like, I'm not trying to cry on camera, and Roly just like, shit, here's a camera right there. Y'all seem like Roly really is kind of like the mama bear of the group. Well, Roly is a mother. Well, shit, apparently half of these girls mothers, and you wouldn't know because but it does seem like Roly, she has a lot of love, and she tries to, be mothering to all these girls. And I like that, because the way she was hearing Anna out and was trying to give her some advice, I thought that moment was real cute between them, because like I said, we always see all these girls BS, and it's like we really don't see the little cute moments they have with each other. And it seems like Roly is really the little mothering comfort person. It's just like, I low-key like that for her. I like that for her. And then afterwards we go back on stage. Anna, Roly, everybody's back on stage, and Bobby Lights says, who wants to confront Biggie from the crowd or something? And it's just like, that was hella weird to me, because it's just like, bro, what? How about you just sit down and watch the show like you are regularly doing? Why would you, as the host, narrator, whatever the hell Bobby is, try to get somebody from the crowd to fight someone on the show that you are hosting? So now Trio comes back on the stage, and when I'm telling y'all, they just look so defeated. Like, Big Lex seems like she was so over it. She didn't want to talk. She didn't want to fight. It seemed like if she could have just left and gone home, like she was just looked like she was ready to go home. Like I felt her, because baby, you look like you need to go home. Ivory and Lex, they talked their issue out, and she just said she gave Lex that because Lex said she wanted that again, and it's just like, okay. But y'all know why. This might seem messy, but it's like, I want Lex and Ivory to be friends. Like, they seem like they'll be a good duo, but they fight so good together, and it's just like, they used to be throwing down. So seeing, like, no lie, I'm gonna miss them fighting. Then Ivory tells everybody else that she doesn't understand why she has issues. She has like this negative connotation about her, but when she came on the zoo, she feel like she was nice to everyone. She even said when she left and she came back, Lex was seeing her smiling that she was back. So it's just like, she said she doesn't understand why she has issues. She tries to hug it out with everyone, but Summer and Dolly and Lex, they didn't want to give her a hug because they talking about they don't trust her, and honestly, that was smart of them. But it seemed like Ivory surprised me on this show, because I was just used to watching her on Young and Reckless, and she was very reckless on Young and Reckless. So seeing her in this type of environment, she did way better than what she did on Now That's TV. So it's like, no lie, I liked Ivory on here. So yeah, I don't understand why they had beef with Ivory either. It seemed like the only time Ivory was really provoked is with the whole name thing, and I know she had beef with Summer at first on the first episode, but it seemed like that died out. So her even fighting at the reunion was kind of like, what's that about? But I'm glad Ivory doesn't have issues anymore, and that she can go on Zeus, because it seemed like I like her better on Zeus. She's more calm. But Santana tells Trio that their energy is different when it comes to Ivory. Well, besides Big Lex, that their energy is different when it comes to Ivory than with everyone else. Because y'all see, Dolly was quick to fight Pretty P. Summer be quick to fight Jazz. But when it came to Ivory, it's just like, nah, let's talk about it. And nah, there is no beef. But it's like, nah, have that same energy with Pretty P. Have that same energy with Jazz. Y'all could have talked it out too, but y'all wanted to fight Ivory then. Like, I thought y'all was on that, but they ain't want to be on that with Ivory. And yeah, no lie, I find that lame. Then we talk about the Lex, Summer, and all that thing, Scotty, and all that. And Summer says that her issue with Scotty was just her snaking Natalie. And to me, I just find that real weird and annoying, because it's just like, if anything, Natalie should have been mad at it. And Natalie, it seems like she's cool with Scotty and with Roly. So on top of that, it's just like, Summer, why are you mad? Not like Scotty was, and this is no tea and no shade, not like Scotty was ever going to be besties with you. So you worrying about her staking Roly in or Natalie, that low-key didn't even have anything to do with you, because not like she was gonna be friends with you. So Scotty being fake literally has nothing to, that literally should have no effect on you. And then on top of that, I get it, Summer, you want to be Natalie's lapdog, but it's just like, only thing Natalie's gonna do is have you eating out her coochie, or she's gonna have you doing weird shit in the house for her. Like, not like Natalie's gonna be besties with you how you think. So it's just like, no lie, this whole Summer having beef with Scotty over the Natalie and Roly thing, it's weird, it's lame, and it's just like, girl, you need to hang it up, because you not gonna be doing nothing for you not gonna be smashing on lemon pepper, you not gonna get the big Scotty Roly perks. You just like, no lie, I feel like they looking at Summer like the dog that she is. And I say that with no disrespect, but it seems like they see what type of person Summer is, and they know that they can use her for stupid shit. And the fact that she's stupid, she's going to do stupid shit for them. Like, girl, you're not gonna get the Scotty and Roly perks, so you having beef over it is stupid, babe. No lie. Big Lex said her issue with Scotty is that Scotty jumped into the fight with Anna and Summer, rightfully so, because nobody told Scotty to jump in that fight. So it's like, if Scotty wanted to jump into the fight, she can't be mad that the girl's friend jumped in and now has beef with her about it. But it's just like, for Big Lex to be like, that's the issue, that's the root of her beef. But when Scotty wanted to fight her, the fact that they're not going to fight over it is irrelevant. So just say you dropping the beef, because y'all ain't gonna fight about it. And if y'all don't fight about it, then it's just like, why are we keep talking about it? Like, I'm over it. The funniest thing about this whole thing was Summer and Scotty this is my second or third time them arguing about this, who's an Aquarius and who's not keeping their Aquarius card. It's just like, I understand, like, people that take zodiac signs that deep bother me, because it's just like, what that should not be added in the argument, because Scotty really seemed like she was getting mad. Bitch, no, I'm an Aquarius, you're not the Aquarius. It's just like, okay, girl. Next, they talk about Lex and Anna, and I was crying. I was literally crying at them trying to talk to Lex about Anna, and Anna sitting here turning to the side talking like she was trying to ignore it, like she didn't, want to pay attention to it. Like, yeah, no, girl, we're talking about you and Big Lex. And y'all know what? I'm not saying Anna is scary, but she does not want to fight Big Lex, because throughout this whole thing of Janisha and Santana trying to talk to Big Lex about Anna, and how Big Lex was just saying, her size, but she talks, and it gets to a point, and the whole time Anna was just sitting there like, nah, babe, pay attention. We're talking about you. What do you have to say about you talking but not biting when it comes to Big Lex, and you using your size as an excuse? Like, bitch, you hear us. And it was either Janisha or Santana they brought this up, because it's like, Anna, she didn't want to fight Lex head on, but it was behind, it seemed like she was trying to go get her. And it's just like, I feel like when it comes to Anna does do that little sneaky jumping shit. Like, she doesn't have no problem fighting one-on-one, but it seems like when Anna really doesn't want to fight somebody, she waits till somebody else is fighting them to jump in, or she tries to sneak that person. And I agree with Santana. If you're not gonna fight that person head up one-on-one, then just don't fight the person. Like, I get it. Lex is bigger, she's taller, faster than you, and you're probably gonna get beat up. But if you know you're going to get somebody that's gonna beat you up, why start beef with them in the first place? Why, when the whole name thing with Ivory and them happened, you inserted yourself from the beginning? Like, Lex will beat you up. And like Lex said, Anna took advantage of the fact that she knows that since she is smaller, that Lex is not just gonna steal off on her. So the fact that Anna tried to take opportunities like behind the stage to steal off on Big Lex is weird, because it's like, babe, just fight me head up. Like, because either way, I'm gonna beat your ass. And so it's just like, like, what's girl, because you was trying to jump and sneak. Like, and the crazy thing is, when Big Lex jumped on Anna, not like Anna was getting her little one too. So it's just like, Anna, I don't get why she wants to be weird when it comes to this whole fight with Big Lex. Just fight the girl head up, and if not, I just need them to drop it. It seemed like Big Lex is over it, but I'ma just both need them to drop it, for real. Dolly and Seki kind of call it truce, and it just seemed like Dolly just didn't want to fight again. She's talking about, yeah, you know it wasn't no real issue. It wasn't no real issue. Like, girl, nah, you don't want it to be no real issue. Like, that's the real tea. You don't want it to be no real issue, but they called it truth, so it's just like, whatever, child, whatever. So then at the end, Slim finally comes out, and when it comes down to Slim and Roly, irrelevant. I'm over it. It's like they're not gonna be friends. They're not gonna talk it out. It seemed like the whole dad thing, son thing, it just got too deep, and it's just not gonna be forgiven on both sides. It seemed like Slim would probably get over it, but Roly's not gonna get over it, and it just seems like that's where we are with that. However, the only thing that we kind of get through is Summer apologizes to Slim for bringing up her dad, and Summer also says that she didn't know Roly was fighting Slim. She just so happened to see Slim standing there, and she just snuck her. So I guess that's where we are in the situation. It's like Summer's basically saying she didn't want to jump on Slim with Roly. She just wanted to basically sneak her on her own, and that be her own fight. But when it comes to the Slim situation, no lie, I'm gonna keep over it. It's like we've been on that. They're not gonna get over it, and it's like, I get it, Santana and Janisha, they tried, but it's just not gonna happen. Then, y'all, we are done with Baddies Midwest. Y'all, one thing I can say, this is no tea or shade to Janisha, but it's just like the people, her hosting, people don't listen to her. She's always yelling, Biggie, Roly, but not like, she can't talk over them. People are talking over her, and it's like, it's not a conversation. It seemed like the Baddies Midwest, I mean, the reunions, they like, I don't know, Janisha might need a megaphone or something. Or y'all know in the Bad Girls Club reunions how Perez and Tanisha used to be spraying them with water or marshmallows or something. Like, maybe that's what she need to do. But yeah, final thoughts. The new girls ran this whole season. They low-key ran the reunion, and it's like the OGs, you know, I like some of the OGs, but it's just like they just got so overlooked, overpowered this season. And no lie, Baddies Midwest is probably a number 3 or number 4 season for me. Like, I found this season very entertaining. I found it funny. I thought the fights were entertaining, even though the drama was kind of annoying. You know, I found it was like, I was excited to tune in every Sunday to see the BS these girls were arguing about. And it's just like, I didn't like Summer, but she was the most entertaining this season, you know. Like, without Summer, it's just like the season probably would have been up and down, but you know, Summer kept it lit because she was so annoying. So it's just like, yeah, y'all, that's it for Baddies Midwest. I enjoyed recapping it and talking crap with y'all, and of course I'm gonna be doing Baddies Gone Wild, Baddies Africa. So until the meantime, when I come back with that, y'all better make sure that y'all like, comment, subscribe, share, all that.